What do you envy from the opposite sex? Not bleeding every month. Honestly? The clothes. I don't want to be a cross-dresser at all, but if I was a girl, I would have a ball with puffy dresses and speep. Username checks out. Not having to deal with pregnancy or childbirth. I'm not looking forward to having my vagina ripped to shreds. And that's just for the conception. You don't have to deal with your ballsack sticking to your leg when it's hot out. It's like a leather couch in summer. But you're junk. I've never had that issue, and I'm developing those old man donkey balls. Maybe it's because I wear tighty whities and not boxers. This is exactly why I wear briefs. Anything else is too loose. They flop about and get stuck on your leg, or you occasionally sit on them, or you feel jiggling them about when you move. I'll keep my testicles firmly holstered. Thank you very much. Boxer briefs, man. Best of both worlds. Briefs, too tight. It's like vacuum packing your nuts. And you instantly look like a dad/granddad. Boxer briefs, just right. They look great and keep your balls where they should be. Everything separated. Everything comfortable. Boxers, no support. Balls stick to legs. Sometimes sit on your nuts when sitting down. But the closest thing to nude without people being upset. Break glass in case of summer heat wave. I envy the guys, to be able to just whip it out and pee. I have to take off my pants and underwear, squat down and pray to God I don't piss on myself. The trick with outdoor peeing is to make sure you can brace your back against something like a tree, for example, which gives you the necessary support to get your legs and clothing out of the line of fire. Kind of like one of those wall squat things. Source: am female, like to hike, pees on regular basis. Or find a partner to hold each other up while you both pee. I learned some weird speep at summer camp. I guess that technically could work. Oh. Multi-orgasms. Knock yourself out, amigo. You won't regret it. Edit. Apparently, most commenters would shove it in. Some fine gentlemen have done copious research on the subject and can help you find a better method if you ask them nicely. Hell, you ask nice enough, they might even do it for ya. I'd bet your lady friends may also know a thing or two if you're man enough to ask. TL. Doctor. Shove things up your ass in the belly button direction for a few years, then you might find your mang spot. The Speeporus. Being asked out instead of asking out. The thing is, if I was a girl, nobody would ask me out anyway. So I'd never get a date to anything. If it was a girl, my beard would put off everybody who might ask me out. Not /u/Vanguard _ and on, he would love it. 24/7 boob access. Downside. It's not as fun to play with our own as it is to play with someone else's. Upside. Still boobs. Slides complement across table. They don't have to worry if they have a massive boner. They will never know the struggle of having morning wood and trying to go back to sleep when you're a stomach sleeper. And the fact that they always come at the worst time. Business meeting? Random boner. Giving a presentation? Random boner. Talking to a girl? Random boner. Pretty sure that last one is just boner. I'm not sure how, if I feel that way, grandma. Their clothing options. Women have way more clothing options. I agree with this. I have a guilty pleasure. I really love women's fashion. I was always jealous that women got to wear so many beautiful dresses to fancy occasions, and I was stuck wearing the same stupid boring suit. My wife tells me it's more trouble than it's worth, and she wishes she could go to more than one event in the same dress. But women are expected to wear something new every time they are seen in public. She made a deal with me that we could trade off next time there's an occasion, and I could wear a dress and she could wear a suit. I just don't have the shoulders for her dresses. Plus they are full of hair. Get into ties then. I have around 100 for almost any occasion possible. Guys' shoes have a good level of variance as well. I have around 15 pairs of black dress shoes alone for suits. I envy that girls don't poop. You girls must save so much on toilet paper and air freshener sprays. They gotta wipe after peeing though. They get to walk around topless in 100-degree weather without fear of being arrested. Edit. I live in Washington state and think it's a gray area at the moment. We can smoke our weed. We can marry our girlfriends. But probably depending on which side of the state you're on you may not want to go topless. Edit 2. I don't live in a beach town. Nowhere even close to the beach. And plenty of guys walk around without their shirts on when it's hot. I just thought it was that way everywhere it gets over 100. Lol. True. But it's only fair, since we have to wear suits and tuxes at formal events, no matter how hot it is. Women can be affectionate with their friends in public, and are not looked down upon. Move to Eastern Europe. If you try to be affectionate with your guy friends there, they are entitled by the law to beat the crap out of you. Not that far east. The fact that they can come over and over again. It's all over once a dude goes, need to go, and have a 15-minute sleep. I love a girl's beautiful, lustrous hair, the way it flows, moves and complements their attractive looks catches my attention. Hair does it for me, not gonna lie. Long, short, whatever it doesn't matter, a nice haircut with clean, healthy looking hair will definitely have me look twice at a woman. That men don't have periods and can't get pregnant. I would lose my mind if every time I had sex, I had to worry that there might be a baby in me that I have to birth in 9 months. How do you deal with it? Full body orgasms. Not being looked at weird when talking to kids. Your kid started talking to me and I simply answered, I'm not going to rape your kid. Their physical fitness requirements are a 12-minute mile pace and 16 push-ups. What the f*** is that speep? 12 minutes? That's practically walking. Having a dick to f*** girls, because I'm a lesbian. Joke's on you. I have a dick and still never have sex. The fact that they don't spend 4 to 5 days per month in horrible pain, bleeding out of one of their main orifices. Being able to wear women's clothing easily and just look like a woman in general. I'm a guy not trans, and it's a lot of work to be able to look female all the time. I love it, but it's difficult. Username checks out. Lol yup. Made this name to get advice a few months back when I got the makeover for the first time. I had never worn women's clothes before. Ever since that day I've been dressing 100% female and haven't looked back or regretted it one bit. Not socially expected to approach the opposite sex in order to imitate conversations. See. As a woman I like it the other way around. I like to be the one to initiate conversations. I like to be the one doing all the courting. I like to be the one taking charge and so on. Good thing I'm bisexual. Well, if you take charge and ask a guy out, there's about a 99% chance he'll be flattered. If I wait around for someone to ask me out, I'll die alone. Having a bigger voice in court. I'm an aspiring public defender and this. Totally. My voice is fairly deep and resonant as female voices go, but I still have to consciously modulate in order to not go all high and squeaky, particularly if I'm nervous or speaking passionately. This is a weirdly specific one, so I assume you're a trial attorney of some kind? Eater. Like 5 minutes after posting I realized I may have entirely misinterpreted your comment voice in a literal versus metaphorical sense. If so, sorry for the seemingly non sequitur reply. To be a guy and get approached, you need to be like a 9/10. If you're a girl, even at a 5/10, guys will approach you. But if you're below 5/10 you are invisible to men. I'm 0/10. Can confirm. Even better. If you're invisible to men, you can rob banks and infiltrate high security bases and speep. Careful. You'll get your gallbladder cut out. That girls can orgasm without a huge mess. Dude, I've peeped a girl who squirted like a geyser. I'm dead serious. And somehow she had a never-ending reservoir somewhere. She was quick to orgasm too. I liken it a lot to Kill Bill, when she would slice a dude and blood would spray out. This was her, except it was her pussy, and whatever the peep that's peepees. I envy that men's greatest fear about online dating is that she'll show up and be fat. Women's greatest fear about online dating is being raped and killed. We also fear the Motel Ice Cubs bath rub missing kidney thing. That women don't know what it is like to have to try to camouflage a boner when you stand up and don't want everyone to see it poking through the fabric of your pants. Men don't have the fear of period blood in their crotch and then having to walk around with it all day. That is very true, and I remember seeing that once when I was in 7th or 8th grade. That poor girl. I'm jealous that guys aren't objectified as much as girls. As a girl, I'm always conscious about how I look or dress because the guys I hang out with are constantly passing comments on almost all the girls in regards to their bodies / dress up, etc. Yes, I know I need to hang out with better people. Don't the girls do the same thing? I mean, most of my friends have always been girls. I'm a man, by the way, and they love talking about men. I think this behavior is common among both men and women. Being able to turn their private part into an elephant. Titties. Last time there was a thread like this, I commented how I envy the length of women's gym shorts. Well, since then I've manned up and now I shop in the women's section at Sports Authority.